I'm so open and so fragile that like I feel like the world just like permeates me all the time, and that results in anxiety and depression and like confusion and loneliness and like ups and downs.
Dove Cameron has never shied away from being honest with her fans, and in her most recent Instagram post, she confesses what she's currently wrestling with.
I'm still figuring that out too. I would just recommend being kind to yourself.
The post contains 4 photos of a teary-eyed Dove and a lengthy note saying she's been struggling with the concept of self and the inner relationship to who I know myself to be and my outer perceivable self, who I feel I have never known but other people seem to.
What is performative femininity? What is my own idea of what beauty is? What is something that feels natural to me and feels like fun and feels like expression? And then what feels like I'm acting out of fear of not being liked and loved? And what is that line?
She goes on to say that she's been crying a lot lately, covering mirrors and feeling that sexuality and performative gender norms, societal rewards, and identity are throwing her for a loop.
My relationship with beauty is complex. I think that beauty is a bit of a performance. I think that the way that we've gone so far in either direction for physical expression in our art, the sort of like extremes when it comes to beauty.
Adding that social media and branding and the constant broadcasting of self and visibility of ourselves and everyone everywhere is not optimal for mental health, clarity of energy, or relationship to our inner world. She says she shares these feelings not because she has answers, but in solidarity with anyone on the same journey.
Like if I was to give advice, divorcing yourself as much as you can from the opinions of others around beauty, which doesn't then mean that you have to like run away from, because then I know through saying that people are like, but there are so many beauty standards that you fall into, right? But that's also something that I'm, as an ever evolving human being, I'm also looking at that in myself. I'm also working on that in myself.
Ending the note with, emotion is cool, dysphoria is okay, living as a human is intense. We are all holding hands, don't forget. Dove adds a little more in the caption, saying, quote, I hold a deep-seated belief that who I am is wrong. I am not allowed to be just as I am. I am not meant to be here. She wraps up her message with this. Maybe the spaces that are the least human can become the most human, if we want that, and we can all let each other take up a little more space. I love you. Dove's candidness should come as no surprise to fans. The actress has a history of being honest about her struggles with depression and anxiety.
I think I was depressed long before I was famous. I think I was anxious long before I ever even moved to LA. I think that they obviously exist everywhere.
As well as being skeptical of social media.
I think we also have this like cultural disease where we're always encouraged to show the most positive aspects of our mood, of ourselves, of our life, and like frame it in that way. And I noticed that growing up, it's always like, how are you? And you're like, good. Like, can I honestly say that I'm good? And if I can, I will say it.
It seems like Dove's mission is becoming the truest version of herself and sharing that process with her audience.
It really took me a long time to stop feeling so bad about myself that I needed the approval of everybody, and to start being like, I really only care about my own approval, and I don't want to be on my deathbed wishing I had expressed myself in all of my entirety for what that means to me, not for other people.